Hey everybody, welcome to Gussied Up. Today we're making sausage gravy. And why are we making sausage gravy? It's because it is one of the most important things that you can perfect to really create the best brunch vibes. And because of that, you've got to learn the simple technique of making white gravy, right? Which is a milk gravy. It's gonna start with 12 ounces of sausage. Turn your pan on to medium and just get it rip-roaring hot because we wanna make a real nice sear on our sausage. You can use whatever protein you want. I'm using a pork sausage here, but you could absolutely make this vegetarian, which is what I do when I'm making it for Derek. And I'm just kind of laying it in a single layer so I'll get a nice sear on all my sausage. Put it in and don't mess with it. We got any sear action happening? Siraction happening? That's what we call, oh yeah, see? Look at that. See that little beautiful caramelization? That's what you want. And you'll know when it's ready because it just like lifts up from the pan. Nothing's gonna stick. See what I mean? Look at that color. Look how good that looks. Okay. Once your sausage is cooked, remove it from the pan, but leave any extra fat, and the drippings are fine too. Like any of the little bits that are stuck to the bottom of the pan are totally great. That's gonna just make your gravy that much more delicious. All right, so look at that. There's not that much fat left in this pan, right? So in order to make our gravy, we are gonna need to add some fat. You need approximately 4 tablespoons of fat. That can be butter, that can be vegetable oil, that can be some kind of animal fat. But you do need 4 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons of flour for 4 tablespoons of fat. Give it a little stir. And then you're gonna cook it for just a couple of minutes, like really not very long at all. We just want that raw flour flavor to go away. But we don't want to kind of transform this into something beyond a blonde roux, because the flour will start, it'll start cooking, and the longer it cooks, the less thickening power it has. We want this to be able to thicken 4 cups of milk. Okay, now next big thing, start whisking, and you whisk. So I kind of work it in a little bit, pour in a little bit more, and after you kind of get it going, you're fine. The other thing that you don't want to have happen is if your gravy thickens up as soon as you put the liquid in, you have too much flour, right? The flour to milk ratio shouldn't thicken until this comes up to a simmer. Oh yeah, you can start to see it. You see it? It's getting ready to thicken. Look at it. Oh my God, it thickens. As soon as it simmers, it starts to thicken. Like really, almost instantly. And that's the texture you want. You want gravy that's smooth and coats the back of the spoon. Okay, let's do a little spoon test, see where we're at. Almost. But you see it's still not simmering. It's just simmering at that one little corner. Oh yeah. You see that gravy? You can see the thickness. Yeah. See that? There's your coat. Now, we're gonna add back in our sausage and season with salt and pepper. What things do you like to put gravy on that maybe other people don't like to put gravy on? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're down there, if you'll give me a like or a little save or a follow, I'd really appreciate it. Sausage, let's go back in. Once you take this off the heat, it'll continue to thicken as it cools. All right, now let's season with salt and pepper. I'm starting with a teaspoon of both. A lot of pepper, right? Like a lot of pepper. Is real key to the flavor of this. And we are ready to eat biscuits and gravy. There it is, y'all. If you didn't watch the recipe last week on how to make buttermilk biscuits, absolutely go back and watch that now, because those biscuits are perfect for this gravy. Now, the correct way to layer a biscuit and gravy, is it this way, cut side up, or cut side down? Everybody that said cut side down is correct. Cut side up is the wrong way to do it. That's just gonna make that get soggy, right? And then you have the crunchy part on the bottom. So as you're cutting through, you're trying to cut through the bottom part that's slippery. Instead, you flip, crunchy part's on the top, and now we layer that with our gravy. You all look at the texture of that gravy. I'm telling you, it's just about patience. You just have to wait. If you rush it, it's gonna taste like flour. Gravy. Oh, hello. I love it so much. little bit of herbs on the top. Perfect biscuits and gravy. Now let's try her. See, look, watch what happens when I have the cut side down, right? You push through and you break through the hard part and get to the tender part. What? Who knew? So there was a right way and a wrong way to build biscuits and gravy. The pepper's making it almost spicy, and the gravy is luscious, it's velvety, and it coats every single nook and cranny of the biscuit, making it the perfect comfort food miracle. Buttermilk biscuits with sausage gravy, it doesn't get any more classic and perfect than that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time on Gussied Up, where we're gonna take a new fashioned approach to old-fashioned classics. Bye, y'all.